You all are now at the bottom of the mountain. The sun is starting to dim a bit. You still have a little bit of light left, but you can see near where the entrance originally was a camp set up, a few makeshift kind of like tents, pretty sound structures but easily movable, as dudunsparce leads the rest of the group in that direction.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Grass! Mwah! I'm not weird, I promise.
It's okay. You're all safe. Enjoy the fresh
I need to
air.
touch grass. Yeah, I need to touch grass. Sattura just takes a little step and just touches the grass. It's just, grass never felt as good.
Yes. Well, as long as we should still be making our way over to camp, and make sure everything's safe. We'll meet up with our fellow Pokemon and fill them in. I'm sure they must be worried. As you get closer, you can see two figures coming out to meet you. One is a bipedal pink, floppy ears with little dangly twirls, and then another one kind of protruding forehead, slightly muscular, still kind of small, but carrying alongside it a piece of timburr. As an audino and timburr come out to meet you, I think it's like, you all made it. Oh, you're safe. Wait. Who are these? And Timur's like, yeah. Wait. Where's Machamp though? There's complications inside the dungeon. Well, everyone, we're going to need to discuss this, but first, Audino, I'm going to need you to do a checkup on these three. Make sure they're okay. We found them in there. Probably who we were supposed to be looking for, but everyone's probably in rough shape, but especially these three definitely need some kind of checkup.
Oh. Mari's just hiding behind everyone else.
Pavlova was kind of not listening. She's breathing in the fresh air.
Sattura just waves awkwardly. Hi.
Okay, dudunsparce. You three, come along. We'll go to the medical tent. We already have it set up. Expecting something like this. How about the rest of you? Do I need to check you up? Where's Machamp?
Oh, like I said, there was complications. Just check on with these three. We'll all have a meeting and talk a bit later. Breloom's just in the back, nodding, but you see a very sad look as Breloom's head tilts down, not really making a sound, not really wanting to look at anything. And Tinkaton also off to the side, just trying not to draw any attention in this kind of grim remembrance of what happened. So Audino beckons the three of you, Sattura, Pavlova, and Mari, to follow.
Pavlova's still kind of spacing off until realizing she sees her friends go. Oh, wait for me!
Sattura tries to do a little whistle, takes her hand. I never learned how to do this.
Fine.
As you walk through the camp, you see there's three main tents, one roundish one kind of an upside down L shape. But Audino takes you to the camp furthest and near the tree line, just a straight up cube looking tent, and leads you inside. You notice everyone else kind of lagging behind, but you're paying not too much attention to what they're doing as you just focus on following Audino.
Oh, okay. So, get comfy. We have plenty of space for the three of you. Well, I don't really know exactly if there's anything bothering you, what kind of condition you're in. Maybe we'll wait till the dudunsparce gets here to go over the situation, but, are you three at least hungry?
I'm not.
Val looks kind of curious about the ideal of food, wondering what it could be.
Audino notes the kind of hesitation all three of you are given and figures you all probably aren't hungry, or at least maybe don't have much of an appetite after the whole ordeal of the dungeon, but still reaches over onto a counter, pulls out three round red fruits, being apples, and just sets them out and is like,
well, if you do get hungry, we have some apples here for you. They should be filling enough until we get you back to the main city.
And as you do that, dudunsparce comes in. Okay, Audino. I don't know exactly what condition these three are in, but just a basic checkup would do. If they're hurt, of course, patch them up a bit. Really, I think we all just need rest, so we got a lot to discuss aside from these three. So patch them up and join me and the rest of us later. Dudunsparce leaves the tent again.
Okay, you three. Are there any spots that you all are hurt that you need me to look at?
I'm not sure. That the Pokemon we found in the cave, is it Rude? Kind of squeezed me a little too hard.
Pavlova kind of like touches her creamy body, like, I feel fine.
Mari just doesn't say anything because she's really shy.
Huh. Okay, well, just let me get a look at each of you just to double check. I don't want to leave anything to chance. I trust that you know your own bodies, so just relax a bit.
Audino comes up to Sattura first,
Oh, dear, what's all this on your scale job?
noting the redness that's on it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Pavlova walks over to Sattura and just pet on the shoulder. There.
You notice a little flinch as she's like, sorry.
Probably doesn't feel great either because milcery, the body is kind of sticky in a way too.
I don't want to sound mean, but sticky. I don't like stickies. I don't like sticky
Oh,
on me.
weird. This Pavlova looks kind of
that
like confused, like for a moment, like realizing this body is not really firm.
Definitely fascinating, but I don't want to. I'm not a big fan of sticky.
Oh, alright, sorry. Moves back.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't really have any baths installed here since it's just a temporary camp. But we do have stuff to at least wipe down. They're damp enough. We can keep them that way at least. So if you do want to wash off this, whatever's on you, go for it.
Audino gestures towards a corner near the food, and you see just kind of a box that most likely has towels in it. So she'll leave that up to you if you want to do that. Audino walks more directly in front of Milcery.
Is there anything I can do for you? I don't really notice anything out of the ordinary.
Looks at herself again and kind of does a little twirl. Nah, I feel fine.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Audino notices Mari being a loner, distancing himself from everyone else, so is cautious of walking over to you, taking in your demeanor so far.
How about you? Are you okay? Anything I can do? Anything I can look at?
So Mari takes a look at herself and she realizes that around her body, her greens look kind of like wilted thanks to the wrap from her first spell and the tight grip from her second battle. So she just says, I guess I could use some water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got water here. Plenty to drink if you need it. Also over by the food table, so help yourself if you need it. But you're not hurt anywhere?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we got temporary cots here you can lay in. There's a few, so take whichever one you're comfortable with. I guess I'll go get the dudunsparce, see if there's anything else I can do for you three. I'm Audino. I don't know if I caught your names yet.
Sattura. That's me.
And I'm Pavlova.
Call me Mari.
Okay. It's nice to meet you, Sattura, Pavlova, and Mari. I'll be right back. Like I said, just get comfortable.
Audino will leave.
Mari's just sitting in the corner, just sipping her water.
Sattura goes over to the apples and just grabs one. She realizes she's really hungry and she eats the whole thing. Oh wow, that's a good apple.
So Pavlova peeks outside of the tent, looking through the flaps, moving those out of the way as much as they can. And you see Audino go into the circular tent. That's all you can really see for now.
She's looking back to her, I guess, acquaintance, since they're not quite friends. The Audino went to the big circular tent, at least I think. It's really hard to see.
Sattura also kind of like peeks her head out.
And as soon as Sattura peeks out, the dudunsparce pretty much comes chin to face with Sattura. Can we step back into the med tent for a bit? I would like to talk with you three privately. Audino informed me you all are doing well enough, physically at least, but I want to have a few questions before we call it a night.
Okay.
Alright.
Immediately, the monster like moves as fast as she can back to the center, but it's not really that fast.
Because Sattura looks over to Mari and she's like, we won't bite. We're not gonna bite or strangle.
The worst I do is hug.
Oh, yes, you're all safe now. But that also brings up the question of who exactly are you three? Mari still being a bit hesitant to get too close to anyone, doesn't take in the question fully, just knows only your name is Mari.
Right now, she was just getting like the first memories, and now she remembers. I remember humans, but this one, she was kind. She very much. There was a lot of Pokemon, but she always treated us like equals, like a big family. We were all close. She had her quirks, such as she could understand us. She was very hot-headed, or she could be hot-tempered. But she was also very kind. It's like she didn't really get humans, in a way. I don't know if that makes sense.
No. Sorry. I'm not sure I really do get you, or what you're saying. But Pavlova, about you, do you remember anything?
Pavlova kind of looks like off in a far land dream or something. You see the dark spots in the eyes just widen as she remembers a kind and gentle human. I guess one thing that's really noticeable about this human was how sweet she was when she baked stuff. The smell of freshly made pastries filled the air. She wasn't quite sure what the name of the human was, but she knew her as a pretty close friend. And then she blinks, and that was it. Before she looks at dudunsparce like, what? Huh? What's happening?
Mari tries hard to remember if she can remember anything, and all she sees is a short, very skinny girl, long black hair, pulled up in a ponytail.
Dudunsparce knows Pavlova, kind of just staring off. Oh, okay. Well, about you, Mari? Anything you can tell me?
I'm sorry, I just can't remember.
Okay. Well, that's understandable. But do any of you at least know how you got into that dungeon?
I don't.
Well, do you at least know where you're at now?
We're outside the cave?
What she said?
Sattura, after getting a lot of her memories back, remember the whole deal of the cave, the Pokemon, the fighting, coming out, seeing these weirdly you wouldn't think Pokemon would make structure-wise with the tents, noticing the environment, knowing that it's all Pokemon you've ran into so far, and the fact they all are speaking in a language you can tell. You know you're in a different part of the world that is mainly all Pokemon.
There's no humans around here, isn't there?
So you do know of humans. Well, besides what you told me. This is the Pokemon world, as everyone here would already know. But in reality, they don't know any difference. This is the only world they know. I know there's something special about you three. I just don't know what this mystery is. Why you're here now. How you got here. But hopefully you all will figure it out. Hopefully I can help you remember. Get you all your memories back. For everyone's sake. Unless there's anything else. The sun's starting to set. I've talked with everyone else. Oh, Mari, I know you didn't meet, but the Machamp that lost their life. There's nothing we can do about it now. There was a Pidgeotto that also came with us who flew back as soon as the cave collapsed to go get help. There should be an excavation team to come to respond to this emergency, and if we're lucky, we'll hopefully at least be able to recover Machamp's body and take it back. But for now, find a place to sleep. You all can stay in here. There's supplies if you need them. Everyone else will be in the main tent, the round one, as you may have noticed. There's a third tent. Don't see much reason for you to go in there. There's some supplies, more emergency equipment if we needed it, but honestly, there's not much we can do since Machamp was really the muscle of the group. So until help arrives, everyone will just sit tight, and hopefully in the morning they'll be here and we can head back to town afterwards.
I guess so. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, the dudunsparce.
The dudunsparce at that nods and leaves the tent, closing the flaps behind. And you can see as the flaps close, the sun is going down and gets dark before the flaps are fully sealed. And so now you're in a closed tent, the three of you. There is enough light left in this tent for you to be able to see.
Mari's just looking at the sunset. She finds the light actually pretty.
As Mari and Sattura get to the flaps of the tent, you peek out between the flaps just in time to see the very, very last edge of the sun go beneath the horizon, and now it really is just night. The three of you are left in a tent. Plenty of cots to sleep on. You can pretty much pick anywhere you want to lay. There was food still left on the counter, another bag, probably with more supplies, water, things to clean yourself with.
Mari's gonna grab an apple and actually go outside. Likely because she wants to sleep outside.
What are you? Oh, okay. Yes, you're a cactus, but you're quite specifically a prickly pear, also known as a nopal.
I am?
Yeah, maractus. It's a cactus known for being. I'm not gonna say that. I am not gonna say that for your own good.
Well, okay. I'm kinda ugly looking though, aren't I?
No, not ugly. Prickly pears have some very pretty flowers, and you have two pretty flowers up on your head.
As Sattura says that, you also remember there's a rocky helmet on your head. That, as pretty as the flowers are, there's still this weird, janky helmet sitting on you. Whereas you noticed Pavlova and Sattura have more of a cape on them.
Hold on, I know that. Is that a rocky helmet?
I think so. Wait,
Oh,
is that a reunion cape?
yeah, that's what they told me it was.
I didn't even choose to wear this. It was just plastered onto me. I honestly want to keep it though. I don't really have many needles on me.
Right. You're not like a cacturn or a cacnea or more spiky, but they can pack an extra punch. You can basically fight back in a very subtle way.
Yeah.
Pavlova's like, while those two are talking outside the tent, Pavlova's looking at these apples, just staring at it for a good moment. I wonder if I could cook with this. Trying to figure it out before realizing her hands are literally cream. She looks a little sad that she can't cook with it.
Yeah, all you really see is easy to eat on the go things, mainly just apples in this tent. Definitely nothing to cook on.
She's gonna sadly eat the apple.
Pavlova, you're going to get a very slightest reddish tint to you, like almost not noticeable, but because you ate something red.
She's probably still busy just sadly eating the apple.
So, Mari, are you sure you're gonna be okay out here?
I mean, compared to the cave, this feels amazing.
It certainly does. If we're in a world that's only Pokemon, it might not be a very good idea to just sit outside in the open. Yes, you are a plant, but you're no cacturn to actually scare off potential attackers.
Okay, you're right. I don't want to get snatched away again.
Yeah, let's just head inside. If you'd like, I can keep an eye on when we go inside, okay?
Okay.
I look around, like from the tent, the surrounding area, up at the mountain.
As Sattura is looking around the surroundings, scanning just for any potential threats, there's nothing really coming from the mountains direction. It is kind of dark, but you are able to pick up movement in the trees. Along the entire tree line, you see leaves shaking, grass kind of blowing, the brush gets thicker. You can see as it goes further into the trees, but with it being too dark, you can't see anything too specific now.
Give a little nod, like, all right. And I step into the tent.
Sattura, Pavlova, and Mari are in the tent. It's getting late.
Mari's probably gonna sleep at the entrance, probably 'cause that's the closest to outside she'll get.
I push a cot over to where Mari is so that she has to at least gets like a nice spot to sleep in.
Thanks, Sattura.
Pavlova is just kind of holding this apple core, I guess, wondering if she should keep it or throw it away. Pavlova, with inspiration, starts picking out the seeds, or at least trying to, but as you guys can see, her pudding cream hand is not really doing well.
Here, let me, you see, she kind of like lifts the apple and she starts to like pick at the seeds until she gets them in her hand and puts them behind her scout chop.
That's actually might come in handy. Keep the seeds.
Whoa.
I feel like they're gonna come in handy.
You see Sattura is like, is there any apples left?
I mean, I have one.
You guys wanna share that last apple?
I don't mind.
And you see as Sattura like grabs her scout chop and she's like, I think I got this.
As Sattura grabs the scout chop off, the seeds fall out.
Are you gonna eat those seeds?
Wait, like you see like Satura's like, you're like, wait, Mari, an impromptu bullet seed. If we ever come into a situation, we can just stick these bad boys in our mouth and just spit them out. We don't have to learn it. We just
That does
I
not sound
mean,
very sanitary.
I mean, I think I could pull it off.
Okay, so you take the seeds.
All right, and here's my apple.
So she gets the apple. Sattura with her scout up, she's like, okay, I should probably clean this. She kind of like grabs the apple and goes over to the supply to clean off the stuff, but as she does, it just doesn't come off. Okay.
Pavlova is trying so hard not to be disgusted by that, but it's showing on her face.
I'm pretty
Like-
sure Mari's just kind of confused.
Flips it over, trying to make sure that the stained edges don't touch the apple. And she cuts it into 6 pieces. 2 for all of us. And, sharing this apple, it could probably mean something for us.
I mean,
There's
when you put it like that.
Friendship? That's up an apple, like a cheer.
Yeah, like friendship.
Yay, friendship.
You sound very not enthusiastic by that, Mari.
Pavlova, you're just too excited about the friendship apples being shared. Sattura, you look more onto Mari's hesitation. Even though accepting the friendship apple, there's still something bothering Mari.
I'm very closed off. Especially like with mentions of stuff like friendship.
Sattura has kind of like a actual like empathy because she kind of knows what that is of being like hesitant on friendship. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be forced if you don't want to, but you know what? I'm going to make a promise. Here I hold this apple slice. I promise to stick with you two. As a group, we have no idea what's going on. We have no clue how we got here, but if we stick together, maybe we can find out more about ourselves, why we're here. And hopefully we can learn about each other and learn to trust and accept if things happen. I will do my best to protect the both of you, even though I might also be throwing myself in danger.
Aw, I will try to protect you guys too, even though I'm, well, this points to herself, cream and all.
I guess I have nowhere else to turn. I'll try my best to you guys.